Long time ago, Europeans began to explore the world, and they discovered the continent of Africa. As you can see in the picture, these are these are the people who came first in Africa to explore, and they came as a trader at the beginning, and then they ended up to take over of the African continent around the 19th century. All right, and once they took over of the African continent, European power created limit for their new state or colony. This is, this is them splitting Africa in half in every part, and most of those countries were, like you can see on the map here, Portugal, France, Germany, Britain, Spain, and so on. And once Africa was divided, and territory belonging to those European powers, they have decided to group African people in different. They were grouped together in different ethnicity, religions, and backgrounds. And these are the concept of the African country that we have today. And this is Congo. It becomes a part of a French colony. As you can see on the map here, it's a very small country. It's located in central west of Africa. And the country, once the country became a part of a French colony, and the country access to independence in 1960. Congo is, as I say, is a small country located in Central Africa. We have a lot of natural resources, as you can see on here. We have the most dense forest in Africa. Geologists call it the kidney of Africa. And this is the petroleum. We're not the biggest producer of petroleum in Africa, but we do have petroleum. And these are some of the minerals we have in the country. And today, I'm going to be talking about the civil war that occurred in my country. First, I will talk about the main causes. Second, I will talk about the consequences. And third, I will talk about the conflict resolution. The main causes, as you can see on this draw, when the Congo access to the independence, the country didn't have a multi-party in the country. We only have one single party that was ruling the country until 1990. And once the country decided to organize the first democratic election, and as you can see here, this is the first president who were elected democratically, and these are the major party that participate to those elections. Those major party, each of them represent a part of a group of ethnicity. So, and those ethnicity are represented by their leaders. Once the president was elected and the other party didn't agree to, they contest about his election, and they create those movements. They create people who were behind them, supporting them. They were armed people following them because they wanted to get the power. And in 1970, as you can see, the president was kicked out. There were a coup d'etat by this guy over here. He tried to kick out the president, and all of them at that time, no one were the president. The country was with no president, and this is, as you can see here, this is the power. Everyone trying to get here. And these are some picture of those those group of people that were armed to support their politician leaders. Some of them were kids, and some of them were just the regular people. People were killing each other for no for reason like you belong to a different ethnic group or religious beliefs. Some of your some people were killed. No, some people were killed because they were in the wrong place at the wrong times. And these are the consequences that destroyed the country. As you can see here, the city was absolutely in chaos. In this picture, you see people threatening. In this picture, you see a lot of people fleeing away from the conflict zone. And this is in a piece of agreement after 2 years of war from 1917 to 1999, and the first piece of agreement was made by the United Nations, and here is some of the United military that came in the Congo to resolve the conflict. And this is the actual president who's still ruling the country. And he made his, he came to power and he became...
His name?
His name is Denis Sassou Nguesso. All right. Okay. Since I went over a little bit of a general history of the Europeans' takeover of the African continent, I have talked about the main causes of the civil war in my country, and I also talked about the consequences and the conflict resolutions. And the world, I think the world should be a place where people love each other and care for others, no matter your ethnicity, beliefs, and background. We should promote peace and love.
Yeah.